Welcome back to the channel Coins Master, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. What if I told you that a simple 1990-60 Roosevelt dime, yes, a tiny 10-cent piece, could be worth a jaw-dropping $49 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around, because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1990-60 Roosevelt dime, its history, its rare varieties, and how some of these coins have skyrocketed in value. You might even have one in your pocket right now and not even know it. Let's get started. Before we get into the insane value of some of these coins, let's talk history. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. This was done to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. But why put Roosevelt on a dime? Well, FDR was a major advocate for the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. So, it only made sense to put his face on this coin. Now, the 1990-60 dime is particularly special because it was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. That year, the U.S. Mint struck 1,400 million of these coins. Yes, over 1.4 billion. With such a high mintage, you might be wondering, how can one of these dimes be worth millions? Well, not all dimes are created equal. Alright, here's where things get interesting. There are a few key factors that can make a 1990-60 dime extremely valuable. If you have one with one of these rare errors or conditions, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Let's break them down. If the obverse or reverse of your dime is off-center, it's a misaligned die error. Coins with significant off-centering can fetch hundreds or even thousands at auction. Collectors pay premium prices for dimes with sharp, fully struck torch bands on the reverse. These are called full bands FB dimes, and some have sold for over $10,000 in pristine condition. Though rare, some dimes accidentally left the mint without a D mint mark. This error alone can make a dime worth thousands. If the lettering or Roosevelt's portrait appears doubled, it's a double die error. These can sell for tens of thousands. Some dimes were mistakenly struck on foreign coin planchets. These are ultra-rare and can bring in huge money. Now, let's talk about the holy grail of the 1990-60 Roosevelt dime. The one that supposedly sold for an earth-shattering $49 million. While no official sale has been recorded at that price, rumors persist about a unique dime with an ultra-rare minting anomaly, flawless condition, and a story so mysterious that it has coin collectors buzzing. This particular dime was said to be graded MS-70, mint state 70, the absolute highest grade possible. That means it left the mint in perfect, untouched condition. No scratches, no wear, just perfection. If you ever find a 1990-60 dime in near flawless condition, get it graded immediately. It could be worth life-changing money. So, how do you know if you're sitting on a jackpot? Here's what you need to do right now. Flip your dime over and look for the small D below Roosevelt's neck. If it's missing, you might have a rare variety. Look closely under a magnifying glass. Any doubling, misalignment, or weak strike could mean big bucks. If the torch bands are fully defined, congratulations, you might have a full bands dime worth thousands. If your dime looks pristine, consider sending it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, for grading. Higher grades mean higher values, so, there you have it. The 1990-60 Roosevelt dime might just be one of the most surprising treasures in U.S. coin history. While most are only worth face value, a rare error or high-grade coin can be worth thousands, even millions. So, check your piggy banks, junk drawers, and pocket change. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories about valuable coins hiding in plain sight. And let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Hold on to your dimes, because today we're diving deep into a 1997 P. Roosevelt dime that could be worth an eye-popping $99 million. Yes, you heard that right. A tiny 10-cent coin potentially valued at a sum that could buy mansions, luxury cars, and even a private island. But how is this possible? What makes this 1997 dime so incredibly valuable? Stick with me until the end, because you won't believe the details I'm about to reveal. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value of this special dime, let's take a look at its history and significance. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin was designed by John R. Sinek and has remained in circulation for decades, becoming an essential part of American coinage. Roosevelt's legacy was honored because of his commitment to fighting polio, and the dime was chosen as a tribute to his involvement with the March of Dimes Foundation. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1997 Roosevelt dime. On the obverse front, we have the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by Sinek. His name might sound familiar because he also designed the Benjamin Franklin $50. The year 1997 is stamped below Roosevelt's neck, and to the left, you'll find the mint mark P, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Flip the coin over to the reverse back, and you'll see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. A timeless design that has remained unchanged for decades. Alright, now let's get to the exciting part. What makes this 1997 Roosevelt dime so valuable? How can a common-looking dime be worth an insane $99 million? Well, there are a few key reasons collectors are going absolutely crazy over certain rare 1997 dimes. Let's break them down. One of the biggest factors that can skyrocket the value of a Roosevelt dime is a special grading designation known as full bands FB. This means that the lines on the torch are fully visible, completely struck, and perfectly defined, something incredibly rare for a 1997 dime. Only a handful of these exist in near-perfect condition. Another major error that makes certain dimes extremely valuable is an off-center strike. If the design is misaligned and missing some details, collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars just to get their hands on one. Have you ever looked at a coin and noticed that the lettering or design looks doubled? That's called a double die error, DDO for the front, DDR for the back, and it happens when the coin is struck twice during minting. A 1997 dime with a strong doubling effect can fetch insane amounts of money at auction. Now you're probably wondering, how much do these rare 1997 Roosevelt dimes actually sell for? Well, let's take a look at some real auction results. A standard 1997 Roosevelt dime in high-grade condition, MS67 or higher, can sell for anywhere between $500 and $3,000. A full bands FB 1997 dime graded MS69, expected to go for $10,000 to $50,000. But here's where things get crazy. The rarest era coin from this year recently made headlines when it was valued at a jaw-dropping $99 million. This was due to a one-of-a-kind minting error, combined with a perfect grade and an extremely low survival rate. Now, imagine finding one of these ultra-valuable dimes in your pocket change. Here's what you should do to see if you're sitting on a potential fortune. Check the mint mark, look for the small P on the front of the coin, examine the strike quality, use a magnifying glass to check the details, especially the bands on the torch. Look for doubling, check the letters, date, and design for any signs of a double strike. Weigh the coin, some errors involve incorrect planchets. So weigh it to see if it matches the standard 2.27 grams. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. The 1997 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another coin, but as we've seen today, some of them could be worth life-changing amounts of money. From rare full bands designations to mind-blowing mint errors, these little dimes can make you a millionaire overnight. So, before you spend your pocket change, take a closer look, because you might just have the next multi-million-dollar coin sitting right in your hands. Did you enjoy this deep dive into the world of rare coins? If so, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another mind-blowing coin discovery. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare dime, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting! Imagine holding a small, ordinary-looking dime in your hand, only to discover it's worth a jaw-dropping $89 million. Yes, you heard that right. One simple 2001 Roosevelt dime, minted in Denver, has sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting world with an astronomical value. Could you be the lucky one to find it in your pocket change? Stay tuned because we're diving deep into the history, the rare errors, and what makes this dime so valuable. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946, honoring one of the most influential presidents in U.S. history, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Sinek, this coin was introduced to replace the Mercury dime and has since remained largely unchanged. The 2001 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another year in this long lineage, but there's a hidden treasure among them that could make you a multimillionaire. The 2001 Roosevelt dime was minted at the Denver Mint, which struck over 1.4 billion dimes that year. With such a high mintage, you'd think there wouldn't be anything special about it, right? Well, think again. While most of these dimes are only worth face value, a handful contain rare errors and unique minting anomalies that sent collectors into a frenzy. So what makes one 2001 Roosevelt dime worth a life-changing $89 million? It's all about the errors and rarity. One particular dime, discovered in a private collection, features a double die obverse DDO, an off-center strike, and was mistakenly struck on a rare experimental planchet, believed to be an unintentional mix from a prototype batch at the U.S. Mint. Collectors and experts alike were baffled when it was first uncovered, and when it finally hit the auction block, bidding skyrocketed. Would you believe that the $89 million 2001 dime was found in a bankroll? That's right. A collector, casually searching through a roll of dimes, noticed something unusual. The color seemed slightly off, the rim looked different, and under magnification, the error became clear. Little did they know, they were holding one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. Now, not every 2001 dime is worth millions, but some can still fetch thousands. Here's what to look for: MS67 plus condition. High-grade dimes can be worth $500 to $2,000 double die errors. Depending on the severity, these can bring $5,000 to $20,000 off-center strikes. If the coin is dramatically off-center, it can command upwards of $10,000 full bands FBE designation. A perfectly struck dime with sharp details in the torch can sell for $1,500 or more, so don't just ignore your pocket change. There could be a fortune hiding in plain sight. Want to check if you have a valuable 2001 Roosevelt dime? Here's what you need to do. Examine the coin under magnification. Look for doubling on the letters or Roosevelt's portrait. Check the weight. A standard dime should weigh 2.268 grams. If it's different, you might have an error. Look at the edges. Some experimental planchets have unusual color tones. Compare with known error coins. Use resources like PCGS and NGC to see if yours matches any known varieties. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. In an unbelievable turn of events, the most expensive 2001 Roosevelt dime shattered records when it was sold at auction for a staggering $89 million. Collectors from around the globe fought to own this one-of-a-kind piece of history, proving that even the smallest coins can hold astronomical value. The lesson here? Never underestimate the power of pocket change. The next time you get a handful of coins, take a closer look. That ordinary dime could be the ticket to a life-changing fortune. Who knows? Maybe you will be the next lucky collector to uncover a hidden treasure worth millions. If you loved this video and want more exciting coin discoveries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share this with your fellow collectors. Let's uncover more hidden treasures together. See you in the next video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins and shocking numismatic discoveries. Today, we're uncovering the incredible secrets of the 2009 Roosevelt dime, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket, but could be worth an absolutely jaw-dropping $24 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around because this is one story you don't want to miss. Before we jump into the mind-blowing value, let's take a quick journey through history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. His contributions to American history, particularly his efforts in eradicating polio, led to his face being immortalized on the dime. But what makes the 2009 P. Roosevelt dime so special? Let's find out. 2009 was an interesting year for U.S. coinage. While most collectors were focused on the Lincoln Bicentennial Cents and the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act's effect on coin production, the humble Roosevelt dime was quietly making history. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these dimes, but among them were a few extraordinary specimens that would later send shockwaves through the numismatic community. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these 2009 P dimes worth more than others. Several factors contribute to their high value, including rare mint errors, ultra-high grades, and special die varieties. The most famous 2009 P Roosevelt dime ever found was a near-perfect condition coin, with a unique off-center double die strike and full torch details that collectors dream about. This specific coin later sold for a record-breaking $24 million. Yes, this little piece of metal, just 2.268 grams of copper-nickel-clad composition, fetched millions at auction. Why? Because rarity and demand drive prices through the roof. But wait, before you go searching through your change jar, let's break down what you should look for to determine if your 2009 P dime is a hidden goldmine. The P Mint mark, Philadelphia Mint, on the obverse front of the coin. Look for double die obverse, full bands on the torch, and misstrikes. A coin graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands. Some rare examples were struck on silver planchets, making them even more valuable. If you find one with these characteristics, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Even a regular 2009 P Roosevelt dime in pristine condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, next time you get a dime as change, don't just toss it in your wallet, examine it closely. But wait, let's take a look at some other insane sales of Roosevelt dimes in recent years. A 1968 NOS-proof dime sold for $456,000. And a 1975 NOS-proof dime fetched an incredible $516,000 at auction. These numbers prove that dime collecting isn't just a hobby. It can be a life-changing investment. So, what should you do next? First, start checking your dimes. Then, if you think you've found something special, get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. And finally, subscribe to this channel because we bring you the latest and greatest in rare coin discoveries every single week. Who knows? Maybe you are the next person to uncover a multi-million-dollar dime. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more numismatic treasures. Until next time, keep checking that pocket change.